Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon and I am bringing to you your July 2018 love reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and this is general, so it may apply to you, it may not. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It could be for singles and couples. I haven't, separated the two as of yet, so that's why it's general. Now, before I go over the spread, so we're going to do my typical, if you've seen any of my videos before, I do a 5-card spread, and what I'm doing now is I am starting out with the oracle cards and we're clarifying it with the tarot cards. And in the future, I want to expand it, but I'm always concerned about time. It's not like I have a limit, but I know people have a certain attention span, and I don't want to make videos like 40 minutes and things like that. So before I get into it, I already blessed and meditated on the cards. FYI, I'm painting in the background, so if it looks like it's under construction, it is, which is why you haven't seen my face since I started the videos, because I've been procrastinating. But I plan on finishing this up by next weekend, the paint. Anyway, when it came to your, when I was meditating on your sign, Aquarians, I got the feeling that, and this could either be current or this is something that you're coming out of, some of you guys are dealing with addictions, and the addictions are triggered by, some people have addictions that are triggered by like events, but this felt like a person like knows how to press your button, like they know how to trigger you, and that's what leads to the other side, like the side of you that you keep hidden, that side of you that you don't like anybody else to see. Now, when I say addictions, that doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. Addictions could be sex. Addictions could be, food, anything that gives you that comfort that may be toxic to you. That's what I'm referring to when I'm saying addictions. Addictions to people, addictions to relationships, But I felt like either, again, you can be dealing with this now, or this is something that there's still residual effects of it. And I feel like a soulmate is coming in for a lot of you guys, but you need to let go of whatever it is that you got going on that's not good for you. You need to detox yourself, detoxify your system, eat clean, drink lots of water, work out. My addiction is chocolate. The symphony bars, the blue ones, oh my god, the toffee, the almonds, even the nuggets, the Hershey nuggets with toffee and almonds in them. Please. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But I'm an Aquarius, Moon, and Venus, so I get triggered too. And when I get triggered, I go buy me a chocolate bar. Okay, let's get into it, you guys. All right, so we have your situation, your challenge, your focus, your advice, and your outcome. Okay, for your current situation, we have a leg up. For your challenge, we have TikTok. For your focus, we have Between Worlds. For your advice, we have By the Book. Sagittarius had that, but in a different position. And for your outcome, we have Not For You. Okay. Now, I feel like I need to approach this in a couple of different ways, but I'm going to go with what I'm being channeled to go with. So the situation, you have a leg up. Okay, so what this is basically relying on other people, like not being afraid to ask for help when you need it. If somebody, let's You know, this is a love reading, right? So this could be with the relationship. This could also be with yourself. This could be with spirit. Doesn't necessarily have to be like lovey dovey, okay? But a leg up is basically asking help. So if you feel like you're in a situation where you feel helpless, we feel like, you know, you hit a roadblock, like there's nowhere else to go, then don't be afraid to ask for help. And if you're in a relationship where perhaps the person is not triggering you, you have external triggers or whatever the case may be. Some of you guys may not even have the addictions. That was just a meditation. But overall, what this is you're in a situation where you need to be able to lean on people. You know what I mean? Like, let some of your guard down and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Because right now I feel like you're in a situation where you need help. You know, we all do. Your challenge is TikTok. You know, fighting against time. This is divine timing. Can you see that? It's blurry. Right. So your challenge is time, but I feel like you don't need to focus on the time. Like, that's where a lot of people get steered wrong, is that, and this is just us being in the 3D world, it's all about time anyway. Like, we always focus on what time is it, where we have to be, when we have to be there. But everything essentially outside of this dimension is timeless. So if it comes to a situation where you have to work on yourself or work on your relationship, take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush through something. Don't feel like you have to do things in a certain, like you have only a bracket of time to like do what you got to do. That's not necessarily the case. So take your time and focus and be present in your current situation, in your current relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then take the time and focus on you. Take your time finding that right person. That could be your challenge as well. In your situation, as far as a leg up, if you're not in a relationship, it could be that perhaps maybe the outlets that you were taking to, you know, meet people, you need to switch it up. Maybe you shouldn't be, you know, going to the club or the bars. Maybe you should try online dating, Match.com. You know, I've tried it before. I would recommend, if you do online dating, Match.com is a good one. It's like you're getting what you pay for. It's not an expensive subscription, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, choose a different outlet if that's your situation. So for your focus, you have between worlds. So you're focused on leaving something old behind and going into something new. So some of you guys could be between relationships, like you're leaving an old relationship and you met somebody new. So that's why your challenge could be time. Like you're focused on, like, when is, like, I gotta get out of this, like this person is just getting to me, they're getting on my nerves, like it's like it's gonna go bad if I stay, so I need to leave. So some of you guys are physically, you know, dealing with two people. Some of you guys are mentally, you know, in two places, you know what I mean, like checked out already, focusing on yourself and not the other person, you know what I'm saying, or dealing with two people. I will say this though, and I think I said it at the beginning. Let go of your baggage. You know, like, I feel like sometimes we take what we left with us into our new situation, and it doesn't go well. So let go of whatever you left behind, like leave it fully behind. If you're in between worlds, then leave that behind and step fully into the new, because you're ready for it. We have, for your advice, by the book. There's not always a certain set or ways to do things. You don't always have to go by the book. And to be honest, you're an Aquarian, so you don't go by the book anyway. I feel a lot of you guys, depending on your chart placements, like Aquarians, it's kind of like you do the opposite, and that's what makes you you. You know what I mean? So in this case, by the book is like, be who you are. Maybe the situation is not, or whatever you're dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with, maybe it's kind of like not what you want when it comes to a relationship. And that's why the outcome is not for you. Like, you know. And if you look closely, the fortune cookie, can this thing focus? If my nail looks jacked, don't judge me. The fortune cookie says nope. So not for you. So, person, you, whatever the situation is, it's not for you. And you're focusing on moving on. Doing things your way. But don't put too much pressure on yourself when it comes to time, because things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen. Some things are just out of our control. And if you need to ask for help, if you need to go stay at a friend's house, if you need to ask for advice, if, you know, you just need to like have someone to like lean on, and some of you guys, that's where you're going to anyway. Like, you met somebody new and they're helping you with whatever you left behind or whatever you're dealing with right now. And that's why this is in the situation position. Let's get to the tarot. Okay? All right. Just looking at the time here. All right, so we have, talking about time, right? We have a leg up that's in your current situation. Oh, we got some poppers. We had two that came out. I saw this too. I didn't even say it. I know it. I can't even, like, you know, it's already out, so whatever. I felt like somebody, when I was meditating anyway, it was somebody from your past that was coming back. And that's the person that they're going to help you because they know you. You know what I mean? It could be a water sign, or this person could just have that, like, energy of a water sign. This person nurtures you. This person, you know, loves you for who you are. They love your differences. They take you as you are. They're a listening ear. You know, they're there to listen to you. They're there to be there for you. They care about you. They care about you. And they're your soulmate. I just got chills. I got goosebumps. Your challenge. Oh, and that just popped out. Okay, well then. Enough said. Your challenge, what clarifies your challenge, is the Judgment card. So some of you guys are, it's like needing that time to be reborn. It's like your challenge it's like you need, it's like you're trying to start anew and it's not happening the way you want it to go. Like you're trying to like start fresh, but you feel like there's something that keeps pulling you back for some of you guys. And for others, like you're putting too much judgment on yourself, or you're letting the judgment of others affect you, and that's going to cause a delay because it's going to put you up here. Now, between worlds, what do we got for between worlds? Let's clarify it for between worlds, and that is in your focus position. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're in your mind. It's like when you're transitioning from one thing to another, it does cause some mental conflict. It does cause some anxiety because you're unsure about the future. But instead of worrying about the past and worrying about the future, focus on that line in the middle. That's the now. Be present. Don't go here, because that's focusing on this or that. That's not being present. Be present. That's where you need to be focused on. Focus on what you're doing right now at this time. And that's watching me. All right, so by the book we have in your advice position, and then let me get one for not for you, because there. Right, so in your advice position we have by the book, and what's clarifying that is temperance. Having that patience, knowing that it's all about divine timing. It's all about, you know, focusing on healing yourself. I feel like the universe is going to step in anyway, just like I said in the challenge position. They're going to step in anyway, and they're going to bring you what you need. And that's why that person from the past is coming back. It's like a cycle. It's like the Ammonite. The Ammonite. It's like this. It's like the cycle of life, being reborn, starting anew, starting fresh. So some of you guys could be also dealing with the Sagittarius. I have water, I have fire, I have everything but earth. I've been getting a lot of everything else but one sign. Yeah. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Sagittarius. But again, your advice is to balance out your emotions and do things the way you do them. Like, do you. In your outcome position, we have not for you. And we have the King of Wands. So again, you could be dealing with the fire sign, or you take on the energy of the King of Wands, which I feel like that's what you do. It's like the King of Wands is like they are confident. It's like you gain that confidence and you leave whatever situation it is that you're dealing with that's just not working out for you. You know what I mean? Or leaving behind whatever it is that you're currently engaged in that's not working out for you. You're, you know, stepping into, you know, energy that, like I said, is confident, that, you know, knows what they want in life, that is passionate, that is, you know, persistent. You know, it's just like as soon as they think about it, they go after it. So if this person who's either coming in or is already here, and I'm talking about somebody new in the sense of they're not somebody who you're dealing with right now, somebody from your past coming back, or somebody just entirely new. Whoever this person is, they're your soulmate. They are. Come on, what's going on? I want to get one more card for your outcome, just because. Queen of Swords. You got a lot of people in here. You got the King of Cups. You got the King of Wands, you got the Queen of Swords. This is you. So yeah, I feel like you're taking on both energies. You're taking on fire and you're taking on air. Stepping into your own power and knowing what you want and cutting out the bullshit. Cutting out the people who you feel that are not honest. Cutting out the people who you feel that, you know, you just had enough of and you know it. And so you move on. Good for you. Aquarius, please like, subscribe, comment below. I will catch you on the next reading. I wish you many blessings. I wish you luck, love, and light. See ya.